Fire Engage live audio description here. Now, I got some feedback from some people on Reddit, so I hope I could keep improving and doing better here for you guys. Let me know how I do as I go. But you know what? Let's just go right in. We're going to pick up right where we left off. Make sure all the settings are correct. Perfect. We are good to go. We're going right back to the castle gardens. Right after the battle we just beat Lumera. Hope you all had a good Wednesday.
Well fought, everyone. You bested Sigurd and me. That's quite the feat. There is much to improve upon, but this is a wonderful start. Great work.
Lumera is smiling.
Thank you. I can't believe we had to fight against Queen Lumera.
Yeah, well, I can't believe we won!
Though you have only just awoken, your power seems to be growing already, Divine One.
I'd like for you to have this.
This is the sword you were using, isn't it?
Lumera hands Alir a very ornate sword. It's got a long handle and a decorative crossguard that kind of like turns towards the hand. It's also ornamented with gold and black.
Yes, an ancient blade that can be wielded only by divine dragons. It served me well for many years, but now it is yours. Consider it a prize for your victory today.
Thank you. Someday I'll prove that I'm worthy of this sword.
I have no doubt. Please, take this as well.
She hands a red and blue gemmed ring. It's as if two rings are laced together.
Is this another emblem ring?
No, it is purely ornamental. You see, before your slumber, I made you a promise.
What was it?
I said I'd give you a birthday present that suited you perfectly. I was working on it in private, but I was unable to finish it in time. That birthday has long since passed, but I would quite like to give you this gift now.
I'm sorry. I can't accept.
Why not?
Lumera looks kind of shocked.
That ring fulfills a promise you made me, right? But I don't remember that promise. It'd feel wrong accepting it. Like I was taking a present meant for someone else. Please offer me this gift again once I've remembered everything.
Everything, you say? Did facing me in battle stir any recollections?
It didn't. I'm sorry.
You need not apologize. It doesn't matter what you can remember right now. I only hope that one day you will think of me as your mother, as you did 1,000 years ago. Forgive me. I was so thrilled to spend time with you again. I suppose I got a little carried away, didn't I?
No, it's all right.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Perhaps we should call it a day, hmm? But let's agree to chat again in the morning. What do you say? Pinky promise?
All right.
Fade to black. Alright, so it's liberation is obtained. There's an accent over the E. So maybe it's liberation. I'm not sure. But now we're in the courtyard. We get the free roam. Because like we said in the last battle, that this Fire Emblem lets you free roam a little bit after each battle. So we go around the courtyard. There's a little cat here. Let's see. Can you pet the cat? You cannot. What a garbage game. You can later adopt them, but I think you have to come back after you unlock that feature. We're running around, trying to look for little collectibles. Oh, there's a little black cat. And on the ground, nope, can't adopt him still either. Tragic. Now we're going to walk up to the fountain. I'm purposely ignoring the people to talk to in the middle of the map because make sure save that for last. A little glint on the ground. It picks up iron ingots times 20. Probably for crafting later on. Never a big fan of crafting in games, to be honest. Just extra work. Alright, so Tara will pop in, and now the characters in the middle. We're going to start with Lumera.
Please rest easy for today.
So she says, please rest easy for the day. We'll chat in the morning. Now I'm going to talk to Vander.
Spectacular as ever.
You fought magnificently. Going forward, I will continue alongside you as your knight. Now, Clan. I was helpful, yeah? At least a little? I'm going to keep being helpful for you, Divine One. Enough, Ram. Divine One, you look so amazing. I swear, I'm going to get stronger too, especially for you. Alright, so now let's go to the next part. And I believe that's the next chapter. And it says next chapter, so that was a safe assumption.
How wonderful to see my child awake at last. Now we'll never have to be apart. There is so much to catch up on, so much to see and do together. We can chat for hours, take long walks, share meals, and then... if my child's memories are truly lost, I wonder... Emblem Sigurd.
I am here.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
And again, so all the Emblem characters are like spirits, so they're kind of blue and ethereal, and they're floating.
Day certainly was eventful.
Alear in her room.
Queen Lumera seems so kind and caring. I'm sure she was a wonderful mother. If only I could remember those days. I must have felt so lucky to be her child.
Chapter 3, Hostilities. Alear is standing in fire. Her hair is all red. It looks like the Somnio.
Why are you here alone?
Lumera looks concerned. Alear looks angry. Her outfit is all black too. Fire brushes across the screen. Fade to black. Alear wakes up from a nightmare.
What was that? Was that me?
Are you all right? It looked as though you were having a bad dream.
Martha appears.
But yes, I'm all right. Were you here this whole time?
You were wearing my ring when you went to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to take it off.
That's all right. Keep it on. Then if something happens, I will be able to help.
She does look like a tooth of toothpaste. Yeah, she really does.
Besides, after a millennium together, I would feel uncomfortable if we were separated now.
Marth, what was I like? You knew me back then. You must be able to tell me something.
Well, you were kind, as you are now. There's no need to remember everything at once. Take your time. Ease back into your memories. Lumera advised that too, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Sorry. I don't mean to be impatient.
It's all right.
What was that?
The screen shakes a little bit as their faces get all very alarmed.
I'm not sure. An enemy raid? We had best take a look. I'm worried about Lumera and the others.
Agreed.
What does he need 2 belts for? He's mad skinny. Yeah, it's just Marth's design.
Vander, Clan, Fran.
Divine One. Thank goodness you're safe.
What's happening? Tell me.
They're in the main hall.
Busted right through the castle walls like paper. Suddenly, bam, they're here.
What's worse, they fought their way into the ring vault. If you ask me, they're trying to get their hands on the emblem rings.
Even as we speak, Queen Lumera is defending the vault. Quickly, we must fly to her aid.
Sounds like a plan. Follow me.
Lear draws her sword. Victory is condition is to root the enemy, and defeat is Lear is defeated. So it shows a little brief glimpse of the battlefield. It's a long, narrow hallway with pillars on each side. Because this the Somniel, it's like floating kind of fortress almost. There are Pegasus Knights on the outside of the map. We can't reach them, but they're going to be able to fly in and reach us. And there is a littered with dudes. So there is an enemy that is armored with an axe and like a big tower shield towards the end. And it says it highlighted his icon and it said enemy item drops. Item icons on enemies indicate that you can get something for defeating them. There's a little green like pouch icon on the bottom right. Items you can obtain will be highlighted in green in the enemy's inventory. And then it says details, review information about a unit by selecting them with the X button. Check the detail screen for more information about weapons and skills. Return to the battle by pressing B or X. Okay, so we're starting off. We got a Lear in the front, Fram on the left, Vander right behind a Lear, and we have Clan on the right. So let's see here. We're going to start off by moving Vander to the left
As your steward.
because it's got the little break icon over a Lance guy on the left and the Pegasus Knight. So maybe he will pull in some of the aggro there. I'm going to pull Clan back one and Fram over one to the right. What I didn't mention before is each unit has their own individual unique skills, and being next to a Lear for a lot of the characters is how they get their buffs. So we're going to have a Lear stay out and kind of be bait while Clan and Fram stand behind and just give us the formation bonus. Alright, first Lance guy goes after Vander, takes 3 damage. Vander returns 17. Swordsman took the bait against the Lear. Is 3 damage. Lear and Marth hit back for 11. We're closing in, but no one else is attacking yet.
There are too many of them. We'll never make it to the ring vault.
Who the door, right? Yeah, this is the one.
New characters.
Then let's go.
I hear voices. Someone's coming.
A young man on horseback in a noble's outfit, wielding a spear.
Made it. And not a moment too soon. The Crown Prince Alfred of Firenze is here to help. Let me at him.
He flourishes his lance.
Prince Alfred of Firenze, you said?
Could it be? Are you the Divine Dragon?
He looks shocked to see her.
You finally woke up?
I did, yes.
That's amazing! You know, I've waited ages for this to happen. There's so much to talk about. Later, of course. After we've taken care of these scoundrels. Who are they, anyway?
We're not sure. They attacked so suddenly.
Well, let's do this quickly. Pin down whoever's in charge and get some answers. Oh, these are my retainers, Etier and Boucheron. From now on, consider us at your disposal. Lead the way, Divine One.
Thank you for your help.
Alfred, Etier, and Boucheron joined your group. I really like these characters so far. So, I'm going to take Etier first. She is an archer. So we're going to... Hold on.
Honor to meet you, Divine One. I'm Etier.
It highlights a Pegasus Knight.
My arrows are perfect for knocking airborne enemies out of the sky. With these muscles, I'll have those flyers dropping like flies.
Effectiveness. Some weapons have icons to indicate that they are effective against certain enemy types of foes. Such weapons inflict bonus damage to foes of the indicated types. So we're going to take Etier, move her 2 to the right. She's on the lowest layer of the map. And we're going to hit the Pegasus Knight, who is just entering the battlefield on the right side. She uses a bow, so she'll do 26 damage, 100% chance to hit.
I can still do more.
You need an audio description of her abs. She's pretty ripped. She has a somewhat deep voice and is all about muscles. However, she is pretty tiny. She's tone muscles here. We're gonna pull clan. Let's see, how are we gonna do this here? We'll use a Lear to finish off the guy to our right. Quick kill on him, 11 damage. Alright, Alir and Marth level up and get Void plus 15 as a new skill. Now I have to be careful because the other new guy, Boucheron, is an Axeman, and the enemy in front of him is a Lance Wheeler, so we are at a disadvantage of the...
Sorry, Divine One. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. My name's Boucheron.
Shouldn't have hit that button yet, sorry. So we're at a disadvantage from the weapon triangle.
If I'm near an enemy you're fighting, I can jump in and land another hit on them. Call on me if you need some extra oomph.
Backup units. Backup units can add a chain attack to an ally's assault. They will join an ally's attack if they are in range. Alright, so we're going to actually have him move up and take out the Lance guy engaging with Vander. Hits him real hard for 16.
Verge of tears.
Boucheron is like huge. This guy is ripped. Now we're going to go to Alfred, and he is like the epitome of noble. Think like early 1700s dress, knickers and all. He's got a little ascot and everything. Is if you think Seinfeld, he's got like the pirate shirt on. You don't want to be a pirate, but he is. And we're going to have him engage with the close-up lanceman. Sorry, close-up swordsman. And we're going to break him. 14, he drops his sword. He's got 6 health left. So we're going to have Clan rotate over and take him out. He's got 12 damage, but he's going to kill him. He only needs 6. Fireball, he's done. He's close to leveling up there. And now we're going to continue to have Vander push up along the left side, I think. Again, I don't really want the fluffy clown neck frills. Yes. 18 damage and a break, so he can't counterattack. Yeah, he just makes me think of the Seinfeld episode when they don't want to be a pirate because of the pirate shirt. And we're going to keep Fram out of harm's way, so we're going to move her back down 1 to get away from the Pegasus Knight on the right. Now it's the enemy phase. He's going for a Lear. Breaks her, so she can't attack. She drops her sword. Just realized I was using the wrong sword. Boucheron takes a hit for 3, returns at 17. Kills that unit. We're going to have Etier finish off this approaching Pegasus Knight. 29 damage. They only had like 21 health. Here, I should stop to explain what they look like too. So her outfit is like a little dress, and she has armored boots on. Again, she's wielding a bow that's the size of her in length. And Boucheron, like I said, he's a big guy, like a football player build. His head looks a little small for his ginormous body, and he's wearing knight's armor that also has like a brownish and like teal-ish color.
I'm all set.
We're gonna have him move up with Vander. And they're gonna push the one lone Pegasus Knight on the left. Vander hits him for 18, breaks him. He's got 3 health left. We're gonna have Alear move up. She's in range of the Pegasus Knight, which is, you know, weakness to her. But I think after we heal her with Fram right now, she's just going to be bait. I think it's worth the risk. Again, I forgot to change Alear's weapon. She's still using an iron sword, even though she has her mother's, like, Divine Dragon Holy Sword. But that's okay. So I just moved Alfred forward ahead of Alear, and he waited, which waiting gives him his self-improver ability, which grants him 2 temporary strength. And we're going to keep Clan in the back. So I have them pretty much all advancing in a line. And alright, the soldier came to go after Alear. Alear dodges and kills him with 1 shot. First wave down.
Here goes.
Alright, so we're going to push her up directly. She's standing in one of those engage energy pools, but she still has full emblem energy, so probably should have used that earlier, but it's alright. Boucheron is going to move up to her right. However, it puts him in range of a lance unit, so we'll see if we could try and bait them to go after Alfred with his lance. Then self-improver procced. Clan and Fram are going to be directly behind. Only Fram will actually be adjacent to Alear because we have to get one of them to have a buff, and that's the only one that can reach. And now we're going to have Vander. If I push him up, he is going to be in range of 2 swordsmen. So because of the weapon triangle, let's keep him in the back. And I don't want him to take all the XP anyway. So we're going to actually keep him out of the way of the battle for now. Right now, only Alfred is in range of enemy attacks. Swordsman's coming at him. Does 1 damage. He does 16 back. Alright. Pegasus Knight on the right. Does 2 damage. 3 damage. It was a chain attack. And he retaliated with 16. I might have to use my other files moving on because this is getting a little too easy. Maybe I'll eat those words later. Etier cannot move up and do damage, so she's just going to stay out of range. We're going to have Clan take out a Pegasus Knight. No, actually no, that's not an ideal matchup. Let's power game here. Let's treat it like it's not too easy. So I'm gonna have Alfred go after the full health swordsman on the left. That way we'll break him. 14 in a break. No counterattack off a break. Perfect. Alright. Boucheron. No, we'll wait on him. We will have Fram attack. Ooh, I'm worried about the archer in the back. I didn't see him before this. So, right now, coming down in a line, we have the injured swordsman for 4 health. Then we have a named unit, a beam, maybe ABYME, and she's the armored unit from before. And then behind her there is an archer. So I'm worried that putting Fram here might put her in danger. Let's not do that. Fram will finish off the one that Alfred attacked. I want to keep her safe. I'm going to play like it's not easy. Kills him with 7. I'm going to build good habits. We're going to push up. Weapon triangle be damned. We are going to attack the swordsman due north of Boucheron. Yeah, we're going to do 17 damage. He's going to do 3. Takes him out.
That was tense.
Alright, and we're going to move Clan due north. Now he's going to be in range of that archer, but it's okay because he's got range attacks. And he's going to hit that Abeam. Now looks like a woman actually in the heavy armor. He's going to do 2 stacks of 13 damage. So let's nuke him.
I have my orders.
Her.
No one reaches the vault.
Dual fire blasts, 13 each. Magic is very strong against heavy armored units. Level up for Clan. He's mage level 2 now. He got an extra point in health and resistance. Okay, Vander's going to play cleanup on the right side and take out the lance user easily. Boucheron does a chain attack for 2, and then even though he had like 3 health, Vander hits him for 18. Alright, now it's going to time to be engaged because like that's the whole mechanic. Let's do it. And we're going to attack a beam as engaged Marth. And this time I'm going to remember. Oh, I shouldn't even use Liberation. I'm going to use the rapier for 45 damage total. Okay.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I am here to fight, not exchange words.
Based. Alright, so 18, 18, and 9 coming. Alear procced a critical, where she just flew back and forth, real anime style, slicing away.
Not just any soldiers, are you?
So that was 54 damage off the crit before the other attacks even happened. So a beam is lying on the ground. We got a Vulnerary from her, which is a minor healing. Jarcher's going after Clan just like we thought he would. 6 damage on Clan. Hits back with 16, and then again another 16. Yeah, this is going far easier than my other playthroughs are going, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't audio scribe a loss necessarily, and that way you guys could hear the whole story and what's going on. Alright, that's cleared chapter 3, hostilities. So now there's going to be a cutscene.
Looks like we cleared the way. Let's get to the ring vault.
The party runs towards the end of the hallway.
Whoever it is you are, the rest of your forces have all been defeated. So surrender now. If you refuse, I will stop you.
A hooded foe. Disappeared. Behind Alear.
Do I detect a hint of fear? Of course I do.
The hooded foe kind of looks like a child in size. Not gonna lie. With long arms.
Time to die.
She's charging up purple energy from a tome. It's circling Alear. There's like a storm around Alear. Lumera in dragon form pushes Alear out of the way and takes the brunt of the storm. Falls to the ground. There's signs of wounds all over her. She turns back to human form. Alear runs to her.
Now, why don't you hand the rings over to me? Leave here at once!
Alir shoots a purple beam from her hand. The hooded figure floats away. Drops something. Some kind of jewel. Alir's crying. Holding Lumera, who's also crying. Lumera reaches out for her child's tears.
No! Here, Queen Lumera! I'll fix you up!
Fran's casting a spell.
What's the matter? My staff isn't helping her. She's hurt really bad. And it's her divine dragon powers. They're almost totally wiped out. A divine dragon losing their power. It's the same as losing years of their life. The thing is, there's no reason Queen Lumera should be drained like this. It doesn't make any sense.
It's simple, my young one. I gave my power unto you.
But why?
All the years you were sleeping, healing, I was transferring my divine dragon powers to you. I hoped it would be enough to bring you back to me someday. But now, it would seem that I'm completely spent.
Oh no, this is my fault. I did this.
No, my dear. You have to push those thoughts away. There is nothing a mother wouldn't do to see life return again to her beloved child.
But
This ring, it belongs to you now. The ring of the Holy Night. I had so hoped to give you the ring I made as well. But that's not possible now. Listen to me, child. Those who invaded here, I sensed the power of the fell dragon within them. You must not allow them to capture any more of the rings. Please, I beg of you, gather together all 12 rings. And when your scattered memories return to you, you must fight on with the utmost divinity. I believe in you, my child.
I understand. I'll collect the rings. I swear to you.
Lumera's eyes close.
I'll do whatever you want. But please, don't leave me. Mother!
Young one, how I've longed to hear you call me that. All of those years, I held out hope. My heart is fuller than you could ever know.
It can't end like this. You were going to give me that ring once my memories came back. You promised. And there are so many things you haven't told me yet. You said that we would talk.
I did. There's still so much I wanted to say to you. Being your mother, becoming your mother has brought so much happiness into my life.
I know. And I'm happy to be your child. In this moment, here and now, and 1,000 years ago. I am. Don't go. Stay with me until I remember again. Please, Mother, I need more time.
Oh, my sweet one. Now, let's make a promise. Mother and child. We'll make it a pinky promise. I swear to you, I'll be with you always and forever. And the ring, remember. Once you've rested, we will talk.
They pinky promise.
You and I.
Mother. No, please.
This simply cannot have happened. Queen Lumera.
The
Divine Dragon Queen. She has left us.
Mother, please wake up. You promised you'd stay by my side. You have to keep your promise.
Fade to black. I will say that the acting in the females' voice acting was much better than my playthrough with the males so far. All right, now another loading screen. We saved.
Thank you for helping with my mother's funeral.
It was the final service we could provide Queen Lumera as stewards.
I can't believe she's gone.
Come on, Fram. Think how hard this must be on the Divine Dragon. We gotta hold it together.
I'm trying, but...
Lumera. I never thought our paths would diverge so soon.
Nor I. And to leave a child behind. I did that in death. A bitter memory. I vow to protect your offspring in your absence, Lumera.
If we could grant our power now...
Marth, you know that's not possible without the other emblems here.
Yes, I know. This is awful. Sorry I couldn't have done... something.
No, Prince Alfred. Without you, our losses may have been even greater. Though I must ask, why did you come? Was there something you needed?
Our kingdom is in danger. My mother sent me to ask Queen Lumera for help. All over Firene, our people are being attacked by these creatures.
Creatures? What kind of creatures?
These things are like people, but cracked, almost crumbling.
The corrupted.
Oh, so that's what you call them.
Yes. Corpses brought back to life.
No wonder they wouldn't listen to us. They just keep attacking everything. We sent our knights out to hold them off, but it's a losing battle. My kingdom is being destroyed. Divine One, will you help us? Please, come with me to Firene.
Me? What can I do? It was my mother's help you wanted, not mine.
Queen Lumera is gone. You're the last Divine Dragon. We need the power of the rings to save Firene. And only you can do that. Sorry, I don't mean to press the topic. I'll return to Firene. We'll do what we can.
I'm coming with you.
You will?
I don't want more families to be torn apart. More people to suffer. Even if I'm scared, I have to push through my fear. Now that my mother is gone, it's my duty to step into the role of Divine Dragon. And if each kingdom is protecting rings, I take it Firene has one, correct?
That's right.
Then I need to go there anyway to honor my mother's request. She asked me to gather all of the rings and bring peace back to Elios. As the Divine Dragon, I officially accept the Kingdom of Firene's request for aid.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Divine One.
Happy to help, Prince Alfred.
Just Alfred is fine. I've been visiting you at the Somniel since I was a boy. I think of you as an old friend. A very, very old friend.
I appreciate that. Actually, I can't remember anything from before I fell asleep.
Nothing?
This world is new to me. I appreciate having friends who can teach me about it.
I'll do my best. Can't say I'll know much compared to Queen Lumera, but I'll try.
Thank you, Alfred.
Too bad you can't describe the movements like in chess because of the regular layouts. Yeah, actually, somebody on Reddit gave me feedback that I was over-explaining the maps. So I was trying to, like, give a full layout of what the map looked like. And then kind of lay out how the troops were moving and everything. But I guess I was over-explaining it. It was just one person's opinion. I don't know. It's all learning. Already got friend-zoned. Support. As allies fight next to each other or heal each other, they gain support points and eventually unlock support conversations. You can view support conversations on the Somniel or world map to increase the support level between characters. Units with support levels gain stat bonuses when standing adjacent to one another. Standard Fire Emblem stuff. Also, if you've played Fire Emblem before, you know being a parent character is a death sentence. For some reason, that's their big trope in every single Fire Emblem game. So now let's run around and go pick up some stuff from the ground here first. Got Iron Ingots time 20. And 50 bond fragments. And that icon for bond fragments is like a little snowflake. Let's go talk to Clan Fram. Fram first. I'm sorry, Divine One. I wish I could have healed her. You were just reunited too, which is so unfair. And Clan.
No.
Queen Lumera was already so nice to me, but now I'll never see her smile again. Yeah, just, you know, rub it in, guy. Alright, let's go talk to Vander. I cannot make up for what you've lost, but I am at your side, Divine One. Alright, we're going to go to Etier. It's funny because Etier has almost an identical personality to Effie. It's like they just dropped one letter and changed it to Eti. Effie was in Fates, the muscle, almost the same exact character. Thanks for agreeing to help us. I hope you can do something to save Firene. Let's go talk to Bougeron. Poor Queen Lumera. When word gets out, there will be mourning all over Firene. And now Alfred. I will be your sword and shield, Divine One, and a flower. What brings more comfort than that? Like an actual sword and shield, probably, my guy, but alright. Alright, so we're going to go to the next chapter here. Go back to the weird thing, and here we go.
Establish a base of operations before we begin our journey. The Somniel would be uniquely useful.
A little out of the way, isn't it? I can't imagine how we'd get everyone there and back.
As a divine dragon, you can travel there no matter where you are in the world.
I can?
Indeed. Furthermore, one can only enter the Somniel with a divine dragon's power. Without Queen Lumera's blessing, even we stewards couldn't have set foot there. That is what makes it a safe haven.
Well then, yes. Let's use it as our base. But before we depart, can you give me a moment? We'll be gone a while, so I'd like to say goodbye to my mother.
Of course. Take as much time as you need.
Thank you for watching over me all this time.
Lear stands in front of an empty throne.
This journey will be a long one, but don't worry. Vander and the others will be right beside me. I will fulfill my duty as the Divine Dragon. I will find all of the rings. Just as you asked. And then I'll return to you, Mother. I promise.
Fade to black.
Here we are. Safely returned to the Somniel.
They now stand in an open courtyard. I'm going to explain all about the Somniel in a bit. I'll give you guys the guided tour.
I didn't realize how spacious this place was.
It is rather quiet, I know, but it will liven up as we gain allies. We may need someone to supply us with equipment as well. Something to consider.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Divine One, might this be yours?
A piece of jewelry. I don't recognize it.
This is the jewelry.
The crystal looks unusual.
Sorry. This is the jewelry that fell out of the pocket of the hooded villain.
Where did you get this?
On the ground in the ring vault after the siege. I thought it might be yours, but apparently I was mistaken. No one has come forward, so it must have belonged to an enemy soldier. I'll dispose of it.
Wait, it's familiar somehow, even though I've never seen it.
Then please, do take it. Perhaps it will help jog your memory.
Thank you, Vander. Once we've rested for a bit, let's set out for Firene.
Hello, guy in a dumpster. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Doing another audio description stream here of Fire Emblem Engage. Alright, so now with the Somniel here. The Somniel is your base. Use this area to prepare for the next battle and interact with your allies. Additional activities and areas of the Somniel will unlock as you progress through the story. Open the world map to continue your adventure. Access it from the menu or using the exit in the plaza. Okay, so we received a bunch of gifts. The sword Folkvanger, the lance Fensalier, and the axe Noatun. I don't really know what that is. And the bond rings Alphonse S, Serena S, and Anna S. All from doing the mobile game tie-in, which is nice. All right, so right now we're standing in the center here. That Folkvanger sound fire. It's not that great. It's a decent starting weapon. So right now we're standing in a courtyard. It's a circular courtyard, and there are 4 empty storefronts to the lower half of it. But on the northern side, there is actually a cafe with a little nice blue chairs around, a little balcony and everything. Very fancy looking. There's a bulletin board in the back. So this is called Cafe Terrace. Cafe Terrace is a relaxing communal space with access to points to other facilities. Use Music Box to change the background music on the Somniel, and the bulletin board is full of useful information. You can use it to invest in Ilios or check on your achievements. Good, we could go get that Bitcoin dip right now, I guess. There's little vases with flowers. There's 4 chairs to each table, and sometimes we'll find characters sitting there drinking tea and stuff. There are other doors that lead to other places, but nothing yet. We're going to go to the thing, the bulletin board, and it says achievements. On the achievement screen, you can claim bond fragments or for various deeds. You'll be notified when you complete an achievement. Remember to collect your well-earned bond fragments. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to hit claim all. I'm not going to read each one. We got 230 bond fragments. We'll dive into those a little bit later. So upstairs in the Cafe Terrace. Oh, there's a nice little couch here too. There's a little like looks like a front desk almost. We have a concierge in our heaven floating castle thing, which is nice, you know, in case you want a tour, you see how the nightlife is around the heaven place, you know, whatever. So I forgot the only thing up here is you could go to your room. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So I'll give you guys the guided tour. So in the room, it's a bed with a princess canopy, a piano, and it's just open. It's like the absolute tippy top. And it just looks out. So it says, my room. This is your room, the sacred place where Alir slept for 1,000 years. And she didn't get bed sores. Select rest to take a nap and advance time on the Somniel. You may hear some interesting things while resting. Wear headphones for the best sound. Select reminisce to view past support conversations and scenes again. And you can lower the game's difficulty, but we're playing on the lowest difficulty. I know, don't at me. It's just so I could audio describe it. There's a little night table that I can't do anything with yet. It just says a memento drawer. So we're gonna take a little nap just so I can show you this absolute cringe fest that goes on here. It's been different every time, so I don't know if it's the same every time I've done it on my own personal file. Let's see what happens here. So we're going to the bed. We're gonna rest, and time will pass, obviously, because we're sleeping. Oh wow. Nothing happened this time. It just turned evening, and now we have nice little god rays coming through. Interesting. So the other times I've done it, there's like a character, and they'll be watching you sleep each time, because that's what they've been doing this whole time. So they're just used to watching you sleep. I don't know. My biggest problem with this game is how they treat your main character. They're like fawning over you constantly. It makes me feel uncomfortable. like in Fire Emblem Fates, there was like your step siblings kind of were giving you Doomy vibes, and that was weird, but like also this is weird, so it's not much. And then Fire Emblem Three Houses, you were a teacher and all your students wanted to romance you. So like they've had a questionable track record here, but you know, it's still a fun game. All right, so Vander is here in the terrace looking dapper and with a monocle and everything. Dressed to the nines. Let's talk to him. He says, those clues suit you well, Divine One. I, too, find it easier to relax in everyday attire. My guy, it looks like it took you 7 years to get dressed with that outfit. So now we're going to keep moving. So that's the north. Let's look at the map here. Okay. That's the middle of the north. So we're going to work clockwise here. And I'll tell you guys all what we got. There's a bunch of characters waiting to talk to us in the middle courtyard, but we'll get to them. So there's like some hedge mages. There's these houses. Doesn't look like we could do anything with them yet. Etier's here. We'll talk to her. Am I underdressed for the Somniel? I feel like I don't belong here, but I'll help however I can. Alright. Immediately, so this is probably like the 3 o'clock of the entire base, we'll call it. And we're at the stables. I picked up a pretty pebble. That's a gift I could give someone to increase their opinion of me. And eggs. Wow. What a great economy this is, that I could just leave eggs around. Alright. The stables we cannot, it says it's locked for now. So let's head to the top right. Top right of the map. There is a little open space. We'll come back to that later. Again, they slowly add more stuff for you to do. There is a hole in like a wall, and you can see out to the clouds because we're floating above the clouds, which is cool. There is some sort of rock formation. It looks almost like a quarry. A little well. Imagine people will be meeting us up there. Let's go back down. There's some horses. This is apparently another set of stables. And we're going to go to the southeast now. Running through this little white picket fence. There's a little open clearing here where we find wheat flour on the floor. Kind of loops down some stairs, and there's loops down to an underground cave with some water. We picked up bond fragments. There's a little box here with a cat icon, but we'll come back to that. Picked up some more bond fragments. That's not unlocked yet. More bond fragments, 50 more. So now we've reached the southmost side of the map, and there's a little tower with a little battle flag on top. We can't do this yet. I believe this is where the multiplayer actually is. It's called the Tower of Trials. I'm very excited to try that. I haven't even got there on my own playthrough because I started the game over once on the hardest difficulty and then once again to do this audio description. So I haven't gotten too far in this. I'm only a few levels ahead. So right now we're going up, hugging the left side, and there's more picket fence and another clearing. This little like creek. And a little pier. Looks like there might be, I'm assuming, a fishing mini game later. Looks like a perfect fishing spot. A nice little footbridge. Some, I think they're cherry blossom trees. And a pathway up and around, but we're going to stay on the northwest side, on the low side. And there's Fram looking at a big fountain. Let's talk to her. She's very excited to see us, so let's talk to her.
You see,
Queen Lumera loved to stand at the edge of the Somniel and look down at all the pretty clouds. So we got a support conversation with her. Let's hit it up.
Divine One, you look so shiny when you sweat. Hey, look over here. Hey, the Divine One looked right at me. Thank you, universe, for creating
Well, you're not distracting me.
Oops. Sorry. See, I'm here in my capacity as a president of the Divine Dragon Fan Club.
I have a fan club?
Yep. Our mission is to support you. That's why I'm here giving you extra motivation.
Huh. Thanks for cheering me on. But could you maybe not do it so close?
You bet. I can stand back a little. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's our favorite dragon? You! Y-O-U!
Even Alear looks like she feels the cringe.
That didn't help.
Like I said, the characters are like obsessed with you in this game, and it's weird because they spent their whole life like watching you sleep, and they love you this much already. There's something else. Now there's a little gazebo here, which is the amiibo gazebo, which I think is the funniest thing. I just picked up the best item in the game, which was horse manure. That's a gift you could give some people. I haven't done that yet because I haven't found any characters I don't like. But you can give them horse manure. So if you're struggling this next Christmas coming up, there you go. There's a possibility. There's a little pathway back up to the main courtyard, and I find nuts on the floor. So I got horse manure and nuts. These nuts. All right. There's a nice little orchard over here. There's some piles of boxes and some lumber, I guess. Chopping wood. Got an orange. Gonna pick from the orchard. Got some peaches. The last game had a cooking thing, so I'm sure eating meals with people is going to be a factor. Got grapes. Now Clan is sitting here. Let's talk to him, and he's probably going to have a support conversation as well. The Somniel might seem quiet, but I'm sure it's going to get pretty lively. Plus, we're here. Oh, I should have mentioned, Clan and Fram are also in casual, like, jackets. Like, almost modern-day looking jackets, instead of their battle garb. So I'm going to do a support conversation with them. Obtain nuts? Yes, I did.
What are you doing?
Oh, hello, Clan. I was just tidying up a bit. Tomorrow's a busy day, so I thought I'd get it out of the way now.
Well, let me take care of that. You should get some rest.
That's all right. I can handle it.
No, that won't do. I'm gonna have to insist.
But...
Please. You know, I waited a long time for you to wake up. And not just me. The stewards before me spent their whole lives waiting. Now, after 1,000 years, I get to serve you. It's like a miracle. So, please, let me do it. Honestly, truly, I would be honored to help.
Very well. You've convinced me. I'll leave it to you.
Thank you, Divine One.
I should be thanking you for taking such great care of me. I'm very lucky to have you as a steward.
You mean it? Oh man, I'm so happy I could faint!
Please don't. Now that I'm free from tidying up, I'm going to get some rest.
My wife's in the chat and she says, obtained nuts, OMG. And the peach looks peachy. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the middle where we had a bunch of characters doing the video game thing and waiting for us to talk. First one up is Bougeron, who's now wearing a white shirt that is a little tight for you, bro. It's a little tight for a dude, but okay. And he's got like Goku pants, Goku orange pants. So let's talk to Bougeron. He says, so the Somniel has ponds and orchards, huh? I should check them out if I don't get lost first. Maybe we should give him horse manure. Let me know in the comments below who should get the horse manure. Let's go to Marth now.
Yes.
The pain of losing Lumera runs deep. Yet the familiarity of the Somniel is comforting. Okay, no other things to do there. And Alfred still looks nobly, though he's got like a... I don't know what those ties are called. Hey, Kels, what are those ties called that are bow? What's those ties called that have like they dangle and it's like a little circle up top?
Stringy ones?
Yeah.
Bolo ties.
It's a bolo tie. There we go. He's got a bolo tie. Thank you. From the peanut gallery back there. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. So he got a bolo tie, and he's wearing a little boutonniere as well.
Right.
So Alfred says, can't deny it's daunting to come here no matter how often I do it, but I'm glad you're with me. Do we give him the horse manure? Let's do it. Give him horse manure. Oh, no thanks. Did you come all this way to show me this? Well, you can put it away now. I wonder what the benefit of horse manure is going to be in this game. But anyway, let's go to Sigurd now.
You know,
Queen Lumera said emblems can roam here more freely due to the Divine Dragon's power. Alright, so let's get going to the next mission. Hope you enjoyed the tour, you know. Bidding starts at $16 million. I'd move there. Looks nice, except for the fact that people watch you sleep all the time. Chapter 4, Land in Bloom.
Here we are, the Kingdom of Firene.
What a beautiful place.
Isn't it? And no sign of the corrupted, so that's good.
They're in it.
Quite a trip. Crossing the sea all the way from Lethos. I hope you're not worn out.
They're in an open field with beautiful flowers, colorful yellow, reds, whites everywhere. There's evergreens in the distance. It's kind of hilly, and there's a nearby village.
I'm fine.
Good, good. Listen, I'm sorry for twisting your arm to come with me.
Alfred, it's all right. I wanted to come. How about before we arrive at the castle, you tell me more about this kingdom of yours?
Happy to. Let's see. Firene is one of the 4 nations of Elios in the southwest. It's ruled by my mother, Queen Ev. We're known as Land of Plenty. Our people value peace above all else. We haven't seen war for centuries.
It's showing a map now, so it's explaining the country on the southwest.
You must come from a long line of capable leaders.
That's kind of you to say. Peace doesn't always come easy. Mother had to hammer out a non-aggression pact with our neighbors. The pact says there won't be war between us, Solm, and Brodia.
Right. Solm the Queendom of Freedom and Brodia the Kingdom of Might.
You've got it. Solm is an open-minded country. They've always had good relations with Firene.
Solm is on the southeast, and it looks like a very sandy location. I should mention it's showing the pictures of the rulers of these countries as well. The Firenes is a strong blonde woman with blue eyes, and so far Solm's woman is darker skinned, has a Robin Hood beret and feather.
But an alliance with Brodia took some doing. Their king's an ambitious man.
Brodia's in the northwest. It's very mountainous, and the man is like in knight armor, and it looks very, very strong and very very built. He's also got like a mustache goatee mix.
He's always launching attacks on Elusia to expand his own territory.
Elusia's on the northeast.
I take it Elusia isn't in the alliance.
And Elusia had a really shady looking dude. It looks like the typical evil, sickly mage guy. And it's like the snowy biome. So they hit all the biomes, you know. The Fire Nation and such. Alright, so now we're back to the field.
No. Honestly, they're so far away, we don't interact with them too much. We know it's snowy there, with long winters, and that some Elusians worship the Fell Dragon.
The Fell Dragon?
It's troubling, I know. But people can believe what they believe. Sorry, I didn't bring it up to turn you against Elusia.
It's not them I hate. It's the Fell Dragon. Him and the one who killed my mother.
Can you tell me more about the emblem ring that was entrusted to Firene?
Oh, sure. It's the Ring of the Caring Princess. Doesn't look like anything special. Until I met you and Marth, I thought the emblems were legends. can't wait to tell my sister they exist. She'll really be knocked for a loop.
You have a sister.
Yeah, the Princess of Firene, Saline. She's at the castle with Mother right now.
Princess Saline. I look forward to meeting her.
Just call her Saline. I'm sure you two will get along great.
They turn around and start walking down a path. Fade to black.
Here's Flora Milltown. Castle's close now. We'll just cut through here and...
They're on the outskirts of the town now. There is a lot of granaries and windmills.
Something's off.
What is it?
I think there might be trouble ahead.
Spider sense is tingling. Yeah, right. It's loading. It's this is gonna be the onto the battle screen, I believe now. It's connecting to the internet too, which is definitely means this could be a battle because they're gonna start showing a new mechanic where it shows where other people died.
Oh no!
The corrupted. They're everywhere.
I can't stand to see them overrunning this peaceful town. I have to drive them away. Divine One, will you help me?
Of course.
Danger looms from every side. I fear we will never make it to my brother.
A knight and a Pegasus knight.
I beg you to make your retreat. We'll handle this.
More of the fiends might be on the way. Hurry!
Louis, Chloe, you can't possibly expect me to.
It is our sworn duty to protect the princess. We will hold the line for you as long as we must.
You have to leave. If you should fall here, who warns Prince Alfred of the invasion to come?
I concede the point, but I'll return for you both. Please hold out until then.
Apologies, Chloe. Pains me greatly to separate you from Princess Saline for even a relatively brief amount of time.
Might I say, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see you run off with Her Highness yourself. A knight should never leave his princess's side.
The sooner we win, the sooner that will come to pass. What say you, Chloe? Shall we?
Yes, let's.
They're surrounded by corrupted. Alright, so preparing for battle. Before you begin a battle, you can manage your items, emblem rings, and the team of allies who will join you. Once your preparations are complete, select fight to begin the battle. Now I'm going to do one or two little changes here because we do the inventory. I'm not going to read that. It's not consequential. I'm going to store Volinary and I'm going to pull out Folkvanger because it's got the Noatone, which is another one of the items from the Fire Emblem mobile game. I'm making sure I'm actually equipping them this time so I don't run back into the other problem when I keep forgetting to switch from off of Iron Sword. I'm going to do the same with Alfred, and I'm going to give him Fensalier equipped. Okay, now we're all pretty set. Okay, now can I... Now I set up the swap spaces page so I could actually just kind of give you guys an overview of the battle. So it's almost, let's see. So there's two enemies starting above us. There's little watchtowers. They're called forts, which grant plus 30 and heal. Plus 30 avoid, and a heal each turn, 10 points. That's how I read that. There's a couple bridges and rivers in the middle. And Chloe and Louis, the new characters that were introduced, are in the middle of the map. So let me explain them real quick. I'm going to zoom in. Louis is an armored lance user. And fun fact about him is he never opens his eyes. He's kind of like Brock from Pokemon. Similar to Disheveled Hair as well. He's got the signature tower shield and full plate armor. Then we got Chloe, who personally is my favorite for reasons. She has long blue hair, a little more exposed dressed than the other ones because I'm scum, and she is riding a Pegasus with a unicorn like head armor, which is pretty cool. She's also a lance user. She falls into the reused hopeless romantic Pegasus Knight, which was popular from Cordelia in Fire Emblem Awakening. She was my favorite character there. So I just have a tendency for that one. All right, so now we're going to start the battle. There is also one thing I should mention. There is also a couple of houses with a yellow icon in front of them that they're going to explain in a second, which is just you could go, and there's a common mechanic in Fire Emblem, is you could go to houses and rescue the people inside. So let's start the battle. Offended, this is a Pegasus and not a unicorn. Well, it's not a unicorn. It's just a fake headpiece. I know my wife loves unicorns.
Alfred! Saline? What are you doing here? I thought you were with Mother.
I was, but Alfred, the Illusian army is marching on the castle.
What? Why?
I cannot say. Before they arrived, Mother sent me to warn you. But then we were ambushed on our way to Flora Port. Louis and Chloe stayed behind so that I might have a chance to escape. Please, we must hurry back to them.
Absolutely.
Pardon me, Princess Saline, but do you have the emblem ring?
Yes, Mother gave it to me. Why do you... Goodness gracious! The Divine Dragon? You're here! You're awake!
I am.
May I say, it is truly an honor. The emblem ring is right here. Please, Divine One, it is yours.
The words. They're coming to me. Care for us, Emblem of Echoes.
White screen. A female mage appears, dressed in white with red hair. She reaches out. And she does a little pose. Sailor Moon-esque pose.
I am Emblem Celica. I detest violence, but I will always fight to defend the innocent.
She is also floating and glowing blue, as the other emblems do.
Thank you for answering my call.
So, this is the emblem that was in Firene's ring.
Emblem Celica? How marvelous! Divine One, with your blessing, and hers of course, I would like to fight by Celica's side. I must protect the people of this village and ensure Louis and Chloe's safety.
I entrust this ring to you, Saline.
Alright, Saline, Louis, and Chloe, join your group.
I won't be able to get very far with these archers everywhere.
How about this? I take care of the archers and you deal with the magic users.
Good idea. While their spells will go right through your armor, I'm resistant to magic. So leave the mages to me. It's not so bad protecting each other, now is it?
Indeed. This is a nice change of pace.
Alright, so victory is defeat Rodine, who is I've been identified as the northeastern armored unit, and we are starting on the southwest. And it says defeat Rodine, and we lose by Alir being defeated. Alright, so Spirits of the Fallen. If you head into battle while connected to the network, spirits representing other players' past battles may appear on the map. Yellow spirits appear where many allied units have fallen, earn XP and bond XP by waiting in these spaces. Purple spirits appear where many foes have fallen, wait in those spaces to pick up the items left behind. So that was something that they started in Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I thought was a kind of cool idea. It just kind of shows you where many characters die, so it's a little bit of a gamble. You know, it's kind of risky to put your guys there. But also purple shows you where, you know, a relatively safe place to nuke your enemy, I guess. So we're going to start... Oh, I should explain...
Celica,
Hold on.
it is an honor. So it was your voice I heard on the way from the castle. I am glad you're here with me.
I feel the same, Saline. I will fight by your side from now on. Together, we will protect that which you hold dear.
Thank you.
Alright, so we got Emblem Celica. Emblem Celica wields powerful magic attacks. She's a valuable asset against corrupted foes. The Sing skill of Holy Stance reflects some of the damage received from corrupted foes against the attacker. The engaged weapon, Seraphim, deals bonus damage to corrupted foes. The engaged skill, Echo, allows a unit to initiate combat twice using a tome at a cost of 50% damage. The engaged attack Warp Ragnarok teleports the user to a space near a distant enemy and attacks them with powerful magic. And that's the real bread and butter.
With Celica's help, I ought to be able to reach Chloe and Louis more quickly.
Alright, so let me explain how she looks. She kind of has a fairy tale look to her. She's got one of those dresses that poof out towards the bottom around the hips. And she's got a crown, which the inside of the crown is covered in flowers. She has little butterflies in her hair, and her hair goes down in blonde, like Rapunzel fashion almost. And she has a red tome of a firebook. All right, so we're gonna start off with her. We're gonna run right towards the enemy, and we're gonna go. Let's see, 3 spaces to the right. There is an axe guy to our immediate right, and to her bottom right, there is a lance user. So we're going to engage with Celica.
Please grant me your strength.
And if you've ever seen Power Rangers, it's Morphin time.
Power within. We have united, haven't we?
So now Celine has Celica's like outfit on, light pink hair, and is kind of floating in the air.
My resolve is strong. I will protect my people. I will protect everyone.
We are going to stay 2 spaces away and attack from a distance and hit the corrupted for 2 stacks of 29. He's only got 28 health. This guy's obliterated. He's gone.
Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
Alright, now we're going to have Bougeron move up.
Look at that house. The gate is wide open. We'd better warn them to lock up so the corrupted don't get in.
Somehow they're unaware of the zombie attack of their town. We gotta go warn them. So visiting. If you visit houses to warn them of danger, you may receive items or gold as a reward. To visit, move to an ally to the lit space in front of the house and select visit. Watch out. Foes may try to reach houses before you and destroy them. Alright, so we're gonna send Bougeron to the house because he cannot reach the lance user.
What's that? Monsters here? Gosh, all. Thanks for letting me know. Take this. Might come in useful.
Alright, so the old guy just gave me a javelin. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to have Alfred push up right towards this lance user. And it's going to be lance against lance, but we have Fensalier. Maybe it's going to help us out for 18 to, again, 18 for and 5 against. 5% of the crit, there's a 20 on every die, they say in D&D, right? So we're going to have Etier follow up behind Alfred and send an arrow to that lance user's way. He's down.
Pretty weak.
Insult to injury there. She does a little fist pump when she wins. Alright, so to the north we have a corrupted with a hand axe, which is a lootable item. To the far north. Then down 1 lane we have a corrupted Pegasus Knight, and down quite a few lanes close to us we have a corrupted Lance user. So we're going to send Vander after that Lance user. And he's going to do 17 damage 4 to 3 against. He's broken, so he's not even going to return an attack back. And you know what? We're going to send a Lear that way up too.
I'll do my best.
We're not going to engage. Her bar is full, but we're not going to do it. And I'm going to send Clan up behind Vander to finish off the Corrupted. 13-4. They had 8 health left. They're dead. Deader, I guess, because they were already dead. And have Fram pull up behind Clan. Now, I don't really know how to use Fram very effectively yet, because my other files, she just kind of has been fodder for me, unfortunately. Alright, so we got an Archer. We have a lot of units by Chloe and Louis, so we got to really play it safe here. Let's send Chloe right away out to nuke a... She has a slim lance. It's a light and unusually accurate lance, and she also has a javelin. We're going to have her go and try and nuke this Corrupted here, which she would. 26 damage. Hit us back for 2, so it's 13-13 us. He's down. Now we're going to have Louis go save the people in the house.
Thank you for warning me. Here, use this to bring peace to our land.
And she gave us $2,000. That's very nice. I don't want you $2,000. I want you to evacuate, lady. Alright, an Archer went up on a tower and shoot an arrow down. No damage on us. Again, this is uneasy. This wouldn't happen on the harder difficulties for sure. Alright, the Corrupted with the hand axe came in through it, and Vander hits it out of the way like a badass. That was pretty sick. He just deflects it like, not today, Satan.
These houses are ripe for the picking. Time for a good old-fashioned village pillage.
Alright, so a new ruffian appeared, a named dude separate from the Corrupted. He's dressed in furs and has a giant axe, and he looks like he's going to beeline for the houses.
The crystal. It's glowing.
The crystal that Vander gave earlier that the hooded figure dropped.
Where did you get that?
It was in the ring vault. Vander found it after the battle at Lethos Castle. Why? Do you know what this is?
A draconic time crystal. An artifact capable of reversing time itself. There is a limit to its power, but still, it could give us a keen advantage.
Time crystal, huh? So it's not just a pretty piece of jewelry.
Since we have it, I suggest we put it to use. Give it a try.
Alright, the Draconic Time Crystal is now available. Draconic Time Crystal, you can use the Draconic Time Crystal to rewind and retry actions you take in battle. Select the Time Crystal from the menu, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we're never going to use that, unfortunately. I mean, I shouldn't say never. I'm going to get slapped later, eventually, maybe. But we have permadeath off because I'm audio describing it, and we have it on easy, so I'm not worried at all. We're going to have Vander move up to the fort and take out this Corrupted, get the hand axe. I always say I don't want him to get the items and armor, but he's the only one on this side of the map that could use the axe. He slayed the guy with 2 shots of 17. And also, these, I played this before, so these forts kind of act as spawn points, and I don't want them to spawn. Alright, so we got a slim sword now. More swords for Alir. Moving Clan and Fram up. Keeping them out of danger. Alright, let's go back down to Alfred on the south side. He's going to be leading the charge, I think. I can't hit anybody where he is, but he is going to stop and hopefully be bait for the Archer, who is on a few spaces to the right of him. I'm going to have Etier move up as well. I want to get her in the watchtower to our right. We're going to have Bougeron. So we're going to have the Firenese, maybe you call them? I don't know what you call them. Push to the east. But I'm going to warp Ragnarok.
I am resolved to fight for peace. Hold on, you two. I am on my way.
We're going to warp Ragnarok and teleport to next to Louis and cast Ragnarok, because you warp and then you cast Ragnarok. It's two separate things, but they call it one. So she warped to next to Louis, and now she's going to cast Warp Ragnarok, which is, if you ever seen Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like a spirit bomb. She appears. She has like a blue flame and a red flame in her hand, and she brings it together above her head and spirit bombs them. So she's got a level up bond with Celica, so it says bond affects magic +3, grants magic +3. Alright, now we have Chloe here. The only one we have to worry about for Chloe is the archer. So we're going to press A on the archer who is on the fort, and it shows us his range. So if we move down one space, we will be out of the range of the archer, but still be able to take out the mage and protect Louis. So we're going to do that. 13 damage on him, 4 on Chloe. Another 13 damage. The Corrupted's dead. Alright, got 10 bond fragments. Now, I am going to take Louis and hunker... Yeah, I'm going to take Louis and we're going to go after the archer. No, it's not going to kill him. We can't kill him in one shot. Let's see what happens. He can't kill the Pegasus Knight in one shot. So I have a archer to the left and a Pegasus Knight to the right. Which one is going to get the attack off, and who are they going to attack? They're either going to attack Louis or Celine. I'm worried about Celine, but I'm going to go for the more guaranteed shot, which is we have a 100% chance to hit the Corrupted with the Pegasus Knight. We only have a 63% chance because they have the avoid from being on the fort. So now we'll go after the Pegasus Knight on the right. Stabbed him. Nice. He's broken, so he can't attack back. Alright, now's the enemy phase. The archer didn't take the bait for Alfred and went straight for Bougeron for 5 damage down on the south side. Went off the tower and now is attacking Celine for 6. She returns with 30. Attacked Vander, and that's almost dead as well. Attacked Louis, no damage, 19 damage, he's out. Alright, this is really easy on easy. This battle had me stressing when I played it on hard, not even on maddening. I didn't even get up to one maddening yet. Alright, so the Pegasus Knight on the top left is pretty low, so I'm actually going to try and get Fram some XP here. She's going to go Kung Fu on it. She's running up to the Pegasus Knight and punches it twice in the neck. It's dead. Alright. Clan's moving up. Reaching a footbridge as well as a Lear. However, we can't reach the enemies yet. I'm trying to pincer them, the ones that are attacking Louis and Chloe. We're going to talk with Celine, have Louis talk with Celine, and also step on one of those purple spots, which gets him, you know, the XP and whatever.
Louis, thank goodness.
Princess Celine, how relieved I am to see you unharmed. You seem different.
The Divine Dragon brought Emblem Celica forth from my ring. I am imbued with her strength.
Pardon? The Divine Dragon is here?
Indeed. I will explain everything later. For now, let us restore order here. I promise I will never leave you behind again. Come, let us fight together.
As you wish. Princess Celine and Emblem Celica. What a pair.
Alright, so he's going to wait. He got a torch, which I don't know what that's going to do. we're going to have Chloe go after the Lance user on the right. He's actually going to hit us pretty hard. He's going to hit us for 8, but he's only got a 52% chance to hit. We have a 100% chance to hit 20, so we're going to roll that dice. He missed. She hit twice. I really like the Pegasus Knights because they're very mobile, very quick. And right. We have Bougeron and Alfred attack this archer here. Ooh, a massive upward swing for 24 damage. He's dead. We're going to have Etienne sit on this fort and chill here. We don't want any more reinforcements to come. And have Alfred head around the southeast side. Can cross here. There's actually 2 more of those gold spaces on a footbridge to the right, which means a lot of characters died there. So we'll see. Now, I'm torn here. I'm going to have Celine go on the offensive, though. Go on the fort and attack the ruffian that's approaching. She's set to do 36 damage with a 100% chance. He's got 0% chance to do 0 damage, so let's go. He can't hit because he's out of range. So from the top of the fort, she nukes down with 18 and another 18 blast of blue fire. He's dead. Alright, so we defeated a thief, which raised Silka and Celine's bond. And who else do we have left to move? Vander. We're gonna leave him waiting in the fort in the northwest. Alright, the guys come back for Chloe. Chloe, excuse me, hit for 8. She responded with 12. He's dead, but she's under half health now.
We're losing ground, are we? Well, that's easily remedied. Release the corrupted.
That's Rodine talking, the commander. Enemy reinforcements arrived from the fort on the top, but because I knew about this, I blocked the other 2. Enemies sometimes call in reinforcements during battle. Reinforcements often arrive from forts or from the edge of the map, so be on your guard. Alright, so that was a little bit of metagaming, which if you were at my D&D table, you would be punished for that. But we're going to head in. We're going to put Alir in range and engage her, so that way she is hopefully a little ready for the fight. We're going to have Clan and Fram try and get close. Fram cannot get close enough, but Clan can, so we're just going to give them, we're going to give Alir some bonuses. Actually, Alir's not even in range right now. I can't actually get her there. We're going to take Celine off the fort that she was holding down to go to the Emblem pool, which is nearby, so she could get her full Emblem engage energy back. We have Alfred going up the right, getting one of those gold spaces again. Etienne is waiting, holding down that fort. We're going to go talk to Celine with Chloe.
Princess Celine.
I was able to find Alfred, and the Divine Dragon, no less. After that, the Divine One summoned Emblem Celica from within my ring.
A noble dragon summoning ancient spirits to save the day. That sounds just like a fairy tale.
It does. Now that I have this power, let's give this story a happy ending, shall we?
Let's do it.
Alright, she's a little low health, but we're going to leave her there. She should be okay for now. And we're going to have Louis stand on the fort. Hold that down. He's the only one that's in range of an enemy right now. And have Vander wait again. Alright, so they took the bait on Louis. It's a large knight as well. They only took 10 damage. Nothing on Louis. Alright, so we're going to have Bougeron, first of all, pick up this gold space. Got 10 bond fragments. Gotta keep that in mind. Have Alfred move forward. He's still out of the fight. Let's see, what can I do here? I really like Chloe, so I want to get her some XP. Move her behind Louis to send a javelin, which is an indirect attack. So she's throwing it from behind the fort for 8 damage with 2 attacks. We're going to have Louis move up and attack. No, we're not going to do that, actually. I want Celine to get the kill. So we're going to have Louis move into the foliage to the left. Celine move up to the tower. She's going to engage. And she's going to attack the corrupted in front of her. She's going to do a total of 60 damage. They have 10. Wow. Woo. Alright, so Celine is a noble, and she gained 1 health and 1 dex from this level up. This is an improvement, but I mustn't grow complacent. I shall continue to strive for more. Got a little bit better of a look of her engage form there. She's got like these spinning wheels behind her that are just like blue energy wheels. So her bond effects, resonance. When equipped with a tome, if unit's HP is 2 or more, unit loses 1 HP at the start of combat and deals +2 damage during combat. Okay. Let's have Clan move up. And because he's a mage, he's going to nuke this heavy armored unit to the north. 16 damage. And 16 damage. He's dead. Let's pull up Fram. And we're going to have Alir wait in the next mana pool in the next middle of the road. Looks like there's only 2 enemies left. A mage and that Rodine guy in the top right. Tell Vander to wait. Tell Etier to wait. And there we go. Alright, let's take Alir up. Get him into the action. Can't do that there. We're going to save the Warp Ragnarok. Oh, we can probably... No. If I do Warp Ragnarok, I'm going to put Celine in a lot of danger because it won't one-shot the boss over here. But I can aggro him. So, no, we're going to do that. We're going to have her go, teleport over, Warp Ragnarok onto a little single square wide, sorry, or long footbridge. So he can't get flanked and attack the one dude, the one mage. 27 damage. Alright, he's dead. I'm pretty confident she could take 1 hit from the heavy armored boss. Now let's have Fram use a healing staff on Chloe. Get some XP there.
Oh, that's a big help.
Fram levels up. Ha, I did it. Little Fram got big time strong. She actually had good growths here. She's a martial monk, and she gained 1 health, strength, speed, defense, and resistance. That's a pretty good layout there. Alright, we're going to keep moving up Boucheron and Alfred, though I don't even think we need to. Trying to get somebody to land on this last purple spot. I don't want to leave any XP on the table. I'm trying to treat this as much like a difficult Fire Emblem as possible. Alright. He picked up a Vulnerary from the purple spot. And I'm just going to end it. Chloe can move up, actually.
Say the word.
And of course, leave Vander there. And leave Etier there.
Soon I'll be a legend. A man who captured
captured the Princess of Pyrenees.
He's challenging Celine to a 1v1, but I don't think he realizes it's actually a 1v2. He's coming in with 14 damage. She's hurt. She's down to 7. Oh, but she did a critical. It zoomed in on her face and she kind of did like a spell sniper.
I would have won, you know, if they'd given me real soldiers.
He falls down dead. Alright, so the MVP was Celine and Celica. I think we all knew that was the case. She was nuking fools left and right. Let's see what's going on now. I hope you guys can't hear my dog snoring in the background. Doesn't look like it's getting picked up, but if you do, I apologize. Alir stands in the field by the town. A corrupted coming behind. A mage comes out from the side and blasts with a fireball. It looks like a young girl. Barefoot. Has red and blue hair.
There's no need to be afraid. It's gone.
Sorry, red and blue dress. She has purple and white hair.
You saved my life. Thank you.
It was nothing, really. I only did what anyone else would do.
Are you here by yourself?
I am. I saw the fighting and thought I could help.
You're braver than I am. I can't stand the corrupted. I was so startled I couldn't think. You really did save my life.
I see.
Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm the Divine Dragon.
What a lovely name. I'm Vale.
Vale.
Might I interrupt?
What is it?
Even with the corrupted gone, it may not be safe for her out here. Perhaps we should escort her home, or to an inn.
That's a good idea. Hey, Vale, do you live around here?
Vel's gone.
Huh? She's gone.
Divine One!
Celine, did you see a girl pass this way? Small, with long hair, barefoot?
No, I'm afraid I didn't see anyone matching that description.
Okay, thanks. Did you need something?
I wanted to thank you. Alfred told me that you accepted Pyrenees' request for aid, and your help in the battle was the difference between victory and defeat. Thank you. Truly.
Honestly, that was all Celine. She had the battle in her hands the whole time.
Don't mention it. Alfred and I are friends. I was happy to help.
Friends? He said that? Imagine speaking so casually with the Divine Dragon. Please, allow me to apologize on his behalf.
There's no need to put me on a pedestal. I just woke up, and the world is new to me. I make mistakes like anyone.
Is that so? I thought surely the Divine Dragon would be an all-seeing, all-powerful being. But here I find that you are rather more human than I expected. Perhaps we can be friends.
Then what do you say, Celine? Friends?
I would be honored.
Alright, loading screen. Now the loading screens have Bougeron and the whole rest of the gang. Chloe, Louis, everybody now running as 8-bit sprites in the bottom. So now we have animals. You could adopt the animals you encounter while exploring and bring them back to the Somniel. After you adopt them, you could let your animals graze in the farmyard. They may even drop goods and ingredients that you can use. If you donate to countries using the bulletin board, you'll be able to adopt more animals. So this was the first part. They're really made me really appreciate this feature of running around the battlefield, because now you actually get to walk around this town and talk to the townsfolk and stuff. We just freed this town from the zombie attack, the corrupted, and it's a nice little touch. So there's the old guy out here that we talked to, and he gave us the was it a javelin? He says, "Thank you for your help. I never thought I'd see monsters here in this peaceful village." There's a lot of people here. We're going to talk to everybody. There's a chicken here. That's obviously who we want to talk to first. You can't adopt this chicken because you don't know how to raise it. Fun fact, this is like my wife's dream, is to like raise chickens. She really wants to be like a trad wife and raise chickens and have her own farm. Hopefully. Hopefully one day. Vander over here. I am so accustomed to the battlefield. I must work to remember the peacefulness of Lythos. We got bond fragments from him, 50. Your allies may give you bond fragments if you have conversations while exploring. Use the bond fragments on the Somniel to create bond rings or train with emblems. When you finish exploring, you will receive any available bond fragments that you missed. Alright, so we have Alfred and Celine here. I'm glad we found Celine, but I'm still worried about the castle. Let's head there as soon as we can. Celine, why would the Illusians invade Firene? I hope that my mother is safe at the castle. Alright, let's go talk to Chloe.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chloe. I can't thank you enough for saving Princess Celine's life. I said wife. I'm just looking at the waifu character and thinking wife on the brain. That's who I'm going to romance in my personal male playthrough. Alright, Louis here. The Divine One, I presume I am Louis. Thank you for coming to my princess's aid. I just love that he never opens his eyes. It's just funny. Because like sometimes when he's shocked or when he's like ready for battle, he'll open his eyes for a second. I'm like, oh, it's on. It's on. And alright, so there's a beautiful flower field to our left, and we're going to talk to this little villager here.
Yes.
Our wool is one of the finest in Firene. We present some to the royal family every year. Etier?
Yeah.
The flowers in this village are so vibrant, but my hometown's meadows still have them beat. Alright, Bougeron standing in the middle of the road. Look at that clear water. If it wasn't for this war, I could be fishing right now. He's standing like with his hand on his hip. Alright, we got a little doggo, a little like beagle looking thing. Let's go. Adopt the Elosian dog and bring it back to Somniel? Yeah? How is that even a question? Of course I'm going to adopt the dog. Adopted. Nice. And there's a sheep too. I'm going to adopt the sheep as well. Why not? The sheep kind of looks jacked. I don't know how to say that. Like any other way to describe it. He kind of looks jacked. He kind of looks like he could do some damage. All right, we're walking around, seeing if we could find any little glowy glints for items. There's another lady to talk to over here.
Really?
Look, you can see Firene Castle from here. Isn't it gorgeous? I wonder what it's like to live there. Can we actually see the castle from here? We can. Alright, so it's in the northwest distance. Off a distance. You can kind of see the silhouette of the castle. It's pretty cool. Nice touch. Ah, it's weird. I never noticed that until now. But when you are running and you get to the like boundary of the map, there's kind of like a little ripple in the picture, and you see a reflection of yourself for a second. That's an interesting touch. Sounds like a lot of extra work to put in for such a minor little feature there. All right, there's a lady picking some fruit from an orchard. Let's talk to her. Firene is best known for oranges, but it's been host to all manners of fruit all over its long history. Sorry, my brain just kind of turned off there for a second. There's another item. We got a little orange. Walking around. Okay, this is the other house that was being attacked. This is the woman who gave us $2,000. I hope she doesn't ask for a refund.
Thank you.
Thank you for protecting the village. But what brings Prince Alfred and Princess Celine here? Your $2,000, lady. That's what you get when you start dropping mad stacks on people. People start to react. All right, we missed this one before. My family's sheep got out again. They just couldn't wait to get back out grazing. Well, I hope I didn't just adopt it and steal your sheep. All right, we're just going around the outskirts of where Rodine was. Doesn't look like anything's here. Passing the orchard lady again. That's the broken bridge in the middle. Now we're in the bridge on the right where there was a bunch of golden spaces. Two villagers. The blue and pink flowers are rather rare. It always brings a smile to my face to find one. The other one says, our flowers are great in perfumes and for adding a touch of fragrance to the Firenze tea. There's a little dinghy on a lake, which, whoa. Where is this dinghy even going to go? There's small footbridges, and there's a dinghy in the middle of this road. It looks like they destroyed this bridge. This dinghy literally could not travel through this bridge. You look at that. Okay, Firenze villager. It may not be as famously clear as the north, but the water on our village is wonderful too. I hope so, because that boat's stuck in the water forever. Those creatures broke our bridge, but if everyone pitches in, I think we can fix it. So if this bridge was up and running before, this boat over here had maybe 20 feet of sailing. That's wild. Things you notice when you are over-explaining in order to describing. I picked up 50 bond fragments. For when I did the audio description of Call of Duty, I never realized how much like you go over the same street in the early game. 2 more villagers. Flora's got a beautiful port. I haven't been in a while. I wonder how the folks there are doing. The other one. You made the village peaceful again. I hope it lasts this time. Alright, so Clan Fram. Let's go to Clan first. I was scared of fighting at first, but not now. Not even with enemies right in front of me. 50 bond fragments.
Thank you so much.
Fram. I feel like I got stronger, you know? Thanks for fighting beside me, Divine One. More bond fragments. Alright, so that's it. From here. Now I'm going to hit the travel and end the chapter. A woman and a...
Folks, mind if we bend your ear a minute?
A darker skinned woman.
I'm an armorer, and this here's Anis, purveyor of goods.
A darker skinned woman named Anis wearing like florals and like a peasant garb, I guess I would say, is approaching, as well as Durthan, a large man with a shaved head and like a goatee. He is a blacksmith and he's wearing like a heavy apron and has lots of muscles.
We saw you trading thumps with those things. Figured you might be in the market for supplies.
Yes. If you need, we'd be happy to provide you with quality weapons and items. Anything to defeat those creatures. They pose a terrible threat to traveling merchants like us.
How would you feel about moving to our base? You can sell your wares from there.
Divine One?
What? We don't have any facilities. These two could be a good addition.
You're gonna let us open shops at your base?
If you'd like to. We'll need plenty of weapons and items from here on out. It's a haven. You won't find any creatures there.
You got yourself a bargain. Can't wait to do business together.
Thank you for this. I will do my utmost to ensure you receive the finest items.
All right, you received $10,000 in military funds from Vander. Sugar daddy. All right. The world map shows a new path from this Flora town to the castle. World map. Use the world map to select a destination or move to the next chapter. To continue the story, move Alir to your next destination. Press A. Manage your inventory or return to Somniel using the menu. Now, I'm going to actually save it here. It's been 2 hours. So I think I'm going to keep it around 2 hours per stream. Do like probably 2 levels or so each audio script one. So let me know what you guys think here. How am I doing? Is this something I should continue doing? Let me know in the comments below. I get some... so sometimes when I do these audio descriptions, I get people saying they like it when it's more professional and refined. Some people seem to like it when it's more like a friend sitting down and showing them a game. I think if I needed these, I would prefer the latter, but I understand both ways. So let me know what you guys think. Should I continue doing this, or should I stop and should I pre-record? The only problem with the pre-recording is that it takes triple, quadruple the time. I have to edit it. I have to play it, and then I have to script it, then record it, and then edit it. Whereas this, I could just do it all at once. And yeah, I'm sure it's not as great quality. Sometimes I'll cut things off and won't be perfect. But let me know if you know if this is worth it, or should I change paces and pre-record things. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, you know, the usual. Follow if you're watching on Twitch, if you prefer Twitch. Join the Discord. Got to pump everything out here. And yeah, just be sure to stay tuned for the next one, guys. Let me know. And I'm Soundwave Spectre, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great night. Peace.